Scorpio Ophiuchus, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for June 27th through the 3rd of July, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Scorpio Ophiuchus, let's start by looking at your ruler this week, which is Mars. Mars is going direct, and it's been these past few months of his retrograde. So you guys may have been feeling more internalized, reflective, and maybe re-examining your goals and things like that. So that's still kind of in the air because Saturn's still retrograde in your first house, and Mars is in your 12th. So this is the house of spirituality. This is the house of getting that alone time, that rest and relaxation, understanding more about yourself psychologically and spiritually. So if you've been examining on that over the past month in particular with your ruler retrograde here, that's good because there's something that's shifting here around Wednesday with his direct that is a new type of motivation perhaps about where you can have more peace in your life, more tranquility, more acceptance, or it could be literal things such as meditation, yoga, that kind of spiritual stuff. So whatever it is, a good way of looking at this is it's like the spiritual warrior. Mars is the warrior in the 12th house of spirituality. It's about getting things done using as little energy as possible. It's about going with the flow. It's about finding that current of life. And in that way, we do get a lot done and we're in flow with things. So anyways, it's that kind of energy and there will be that shift. And I think you guys will, though, find a bit more of that forward-moving energy going into July. But again, I think with that reflective, receptive, and intuitive approach to things. So that's going to be your ruler. Now, in terms of your relationships this week, we do have Venus forming a couple aspects. She's over there in your 8th house. So things are about openness. Things are about intimacy, about trust, about things like shared resources with the relationship ruler in the 8th. And this is intimacy. So you guys are building, I think, that deeper connection with your relationships at the moment, or at least can be. And I think that's a great way of working with that transit. Now, in terms of her aspects this week, she is going to be forming a couple here on Monday, a trine from Neptune, perhaps easygoing with those relationships in that deeper way, perhaps with that Neptune energy. Then as we go into July, this Thursday and Friday, Venus is going to be opposing up to Pluto and sextiling up to Jupiter. So this is about balance with relationships, right? That balance. And here it's, again, a balance of openness and also a balance of enjoying the simple life, right? This is that Pluto in your 2nd house, transforming your self-worth, transforming your values. And there could be some transformations, in fact, occurring with those relationships. But again, detachment, openness, compassion, understanding, I think can be very important with that, particularly around Friday, Thursday, Friday, with that opposition up to Pluto. All right, so that's the relationships. In terms of your work, this is seen by Mars on the daily level, so things relating to those daily activities and even your personal development, your health and all that, maybe moving forward for some of you there. Again, about getting that rest and relaxation could be important. And the sun is going to be trining up to Neptune over the weekend. So this could be easy going with the career stuff, particularly over the weekend. And this has been such a positive area for you, the career stuff, because you've had Jupiter and the North Node in this 10th house. So this is about this new life path this year of you guys cultivating your productive life, cultivating these big picture things, and perhaps seeing the opportunities to do just that. So this takes us to the financial sector, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter, again, is going to be sextiling up to Venus here. So there could be, particularly around Thursday, maybe a bit of that easygoingness, maybe something new there with your values. All right, so let's go and look at the overview in terms of what we haven't covered thus far. Chiron is going retrograde here on Monday, and so particularly for you Ophiuchuses, there is a reflection taking place, not on a strong level like Mars, because this is your real modern ruler here, but on some level reflecting on that self-expression. And for both of you, you guys have been going through this healing with your self-expression this year, maybe with interest, things close to the heart. And now it's a good time to reflect on that, where you can heal some wounds relating to your expression, relating to your enjoyments of life. And through that healing can certainly continue to take place. So Mercury is also going to be squaring up to Chiron here on Monday with that station. So things relating to this deeper transformation. In fact, Mercury is going from your 7th house to your 8th house here this early part of the week, here around Wednesday in particular, where you'll start to feel that, again, where it has been perhaps more communicative, more about learning in your relationships, more about that intimacy. And that square up to Chiron on Monday, that acceptance of any wounds you might have, just in general, maybe about relationships or something like that. It's an internal thing, but through that acceptance, we do find that healing and transformation, and we have that rejuvenation as we go into the rest of the week. Then there's that Mars direct on Wednesday, and then that Venus opposite Pluto, sextile Jupiter, Thursday, Friday that we talked about, and then the weekend tops off with that Sun trining up to Neptune, perhaps that easygoingness with the routine and or actually with your career stuff, anything on that big picture level, and maybe getting some of that R&R, which is so important, I think, continuing into July with this newfound motivation about that with Mars in that 12th. All right, so Scorpio Ophiuchus, hope you guys have an excellent week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.